Good morning. It is 7:33 a.m. on Thursday, January 28th, 2021. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. So, I keep having this sort of feeling of I don't want to uh, belittle like the real serious diagnosis of PTSD, um, because I know that's actually very serious, but that's what kind of I think of as a parallel to a reduced degree for what I'm experiencing, which is that I felt like the last 4 years with the previous president, it felt like constant on a near daily basis there would be some new horrible thing that would happen. And it's not that everything is solved or that things are just, there are no problems anymore now, but like some of them are reduced, and it's just kind of like it starts feeling like occasionally good things seem like they're happening. And I keep sort of expecting to there to be a bad thing, and then sometimes there isn't. And it's like, oh, gosh, it's kind of nice. Again, it's like I'm not, like, obviously the world's problems are not solved. At least, not all of them, but some. Anyway, moving on from that, I finished binging Cobra Kai now. Because certainly once I started watching that, I kept watching it. Because that show, like probably if you've heard anyone else talk about it, you've probably said this too. It's like that show feels like a sort of weird miracle just because you hear the premise for it. It doesn't really sound like it. We would expect it to be good. But boy, it really is. It fully embraces what it is. So like it's not good by making fun of the Karate Kid movies. It's not like it is self-aware but in an earnest way. I will say that I'm not sure. Like, it's not perfect. Like, there's some stuff that happens. It starts happening towards the end of the second season, and then continues into the third season, where it's following the movie's trajectory a little bit in the sense that it's kind of getting cartoonier as it goes. Which, I mean, sure. Like that's I feel like maybe I would have preferred this show to stay a little bit more grounded like it was in season one, and have a little bit less of the idea of within one summer you have dozens of high schoolers who are now karate experts. Because, like, I took karate lessons when I was a kid, and you don't get that good that fast. You just don't. And it's so, like, it stops, it does at a certain point achieve takeoff velocity and lose contact with the ground. Now, that said, like, that's only disappointing if you feel like you can only enjoy a grounded, realistic show, which I don't say. I feel like the cartooniness is not bad, it's just different. And so the fact that it just starts being the sort of show where you have warring karate dojos essentially becoming gangs in a middle class, mostly white population high school. um, and but that said, despite kind of that heightened reality that they've got where karate works like it does in this show and in those movies, like it's just really good. Like there's a lot of really great character work there. It's a pretty large ensemble cast, but a lot of different people have different stuff going on. There's a character named Aisha that I really enjoyed in seasons 1 and 2. That she's not there in season 3 for, I don't know, whatever the behind the scenes reasons for that might be, but missed her. But like, just on the whole, just from the kids up to all the adults, the back and forth of making us want to see Daniel and Johnny work together, but then giving us like lots of scenes that really show like, here's the reasons they should, and that they understand why they should, but they just can't get past these, differences between them, and really digging into the idea that, they have a lot of similar, elements to their personalities, but Daniel got Mr. Miyagi, this great guy, as a mentor who taught him all of these good lessons, whereas Johnny got Kreese, this guy who's, kind of a, this asshole who's got, who's near psychotic. And that has led to them becoming very different people, and just yet Johnny trying to be better, Daniel trying to live up to Mr. Miyagi's lessons in a complicated world, and them fighting each other, and then of course having, Kreese show up as just like, are we going to redeem him? Nah. No. Teases us a little bit, but with that. But anyway, the show's great. You should watch it. It's good. And I would say, even though I rewatched the movies first, and I'm glad that I did, I don't think it's necessary. The show really does flash back to all the stuff you really need to know. So, I mean, I'm not telling you not to rewatch the movies, because I enjoyed doing that, but you don't need to do that in order to enjoy the show. So, I'll leave it there, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.